I'm Haleh Ardebili, currently the Ph.D. Cook Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department, with joint position in Material Science and Engineering program. I'm also the Director of Innovation and Entrepreneurship at the Cullen College of Engineering. Ever since I can recall, I have been in love with science. In my childhood, it showed up in reading science fiction novels, then later becoming a Star Trek fan. For the longest time, I wanted nothing more to do than build robots and futuristic devices. My parents were very supportive of my interests. But at that time, there were very few opportunities to realize my dreams in Iran, where I spent some of my childhood years. My family then did something very difficult for all of us. At the age of 16, I returned alone to the US and completed high school in New York. I went to Penn State and majored in engineering science and mechanics. In my senior year, I did a thesis on simulating power losses in transcutaneous energy transmission systems used for artificial hearts. I then went on to doing master's at Johns Hopkins University and a doctorate at the University of Maryland, College Park. I spent several years working at GE R&D in upstate New York. I also realized that I want to become a professor. When I initially moved from New York to Texas, I was unsure of the change. The university and the college have been incredibly supportive. I became interested in what I think is arguably one of the most critical issues of our times: energy storage. No matter how much progress we make in harnessing energy from wind or the sun, we need to find efficient ways to store it. I have been leading a research program on energy storage and lithium-ion batteries. One of my goals in our labs is that students are self-motivated. I work with students to train them to think on their own. I always mention to my students, if you see a problem, that means you're doing research. Problems are good. We want problems to solve them. It's important to inspire them the excitement of research towards discovery, moving the boundaries forward, expanding knowledge, the end result, the end goal in mind. That was one of my motivations when I was a student. And it's important for me to support that type of excitement in research. Our department and college is a very unique place, which is why I and my family cannot imagine being anywhere else. With a son who just went to college, I can fully relate to the parents of the students I teach or mentor. It's very rewarding to impact someone's life in the classroom or in our labs. It is a bittersweet pleasure when students graduate and go off to exciting job opportunities. There have been several nice career milestones which I'm quite appreciative of. One of them was getting the NSF Career Grant. I had been writing many proposals without luck, and this came at a very crucial time. The other proud moment was when I finally finished, after several years of hard work, a book on electronics materials and a second book on energy storage, which is my hope of a modest contribution to these two fields. I'm immensely honored, it's a privilege to be part of this distinguished group of faculty. I have enormous respect for all the colleagues who have received this award. I'd like to thank my husband, also a professor in the ME department. He has been incredibly kind and supportive of everything I have ever wanted to do. Finally, only after I became a mother did I realize the true magnitude of the sacrifice my parents made for my future. Parting with a 16-year-old daughter and sending her to another country was incredibly hard on them. Due to visa restrictions, I could not see them for several years, all for the American dream. I feel fortunate to have realized a small piece of it. University of Houston made this possible.